Whenever a new iPhone is released, everyone clambers to check out the latest model. As soon as the details of the newest iPhone are revealed by Apple, an intense hype is created around it. But this time, the iPhone mania has reached new heights, with rumors picking up about the features and the price of the iPhone 14. Is there any truth to them? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to your favorite YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about the new features and price leaks of the highly anticipated iPhone 14. So, don't go anywhere. Now, let's begin. iPhone 14 latest rumors. Okay, so let's discuss the potential of the iPhone 14 and then we'll go from there. Now, there are many rumors circulating around as everyone loves to speculate about Apple's newest wonder. With Apple's new iPhone 14, there's no end to the radical changes and extraordinary upgrades we will see. The advent of this latest model could very well usher in the biggest transformations that we've ever seen in the tech industry. The iPhone 14 Pro model is tipped to feature an impossibly sleek design, an incredibly fast A17 Bionic chip, and a vastly sharper new main camera. And I'm probably going on a limb here, but we might see a possible return of the Touch ID. But the most surprising thing about the launch of this iPhone would be that it will hail goodbye to the Mini. According to an analyst, the new iPhone may be an eSIM-only variant that would attract business owners and make the device very appealing to overseas tourists and travelers. Another speculation down the grapevine is slightly more worrying. Some claim that the two standard models, Pro and Pro Max, won't be outfitted with a nice 120Hz. Another rumor abound is that both models will forego the notch this time in favor of a punch hole and pill-shaped cutout to place the Face ID under the display. iPhone 14 release date. While the rumors of the iPhone 14 have been going around for some time now, we've yet to hear a definitive date for its release. But don't fret, guys, we can expect to see its much-anticipated debut in September 2022 based on the previous Apple iPhone launch events. iPhone price leaks. Alright, so this is where things get a tiny bit murky. We can't say for sure what the price of the new iPhone 14 will be, but we have our own predictions based upon the price leaks. According to some leaks, the new iPhone may have a price tag that matches iPhone 13. The regular iPhone 13 starts at $799, while the iPhone 13 Pro goes up to a hefty $999. But, like we already said before, there is no iPhone 14 mini this time. So, we can safely assume that the iPhone 14 will cost $899, and then we can proceed to iPhone 14 Pro with a staggering price tag of $999 and the iPhone 14 Pro Max at $1,099. Or even more. Something to look forward to, huh? But since we know that in the Apple ecosystem, you gotta pay the Apple tax, which means that we can expect to see a price hike for the upcoming iPhone 14. The Pro model may cost as much as $1,099, and the price of Pro Max will go up even higher, costing $1,199. Now, this is a price increase of $100 compared to the iPhone 13 models. So, don't say we didn't warn you when the high-end next-generation iPhone 14 makes your wallet light as air. iPhone 14 features. iPhone design. So now that we know the possible release dates and the prices of the new iPhone 14, let's talk about the features. From what we know so far, the new iPhone will look a lot like a cross between the iPhone 12 and an iPhone 4, which basically translates to it having flat edges. These edges will have a mute button and rounded buttons for volume central. Doesn't that remind you of the iPhone 4? Me too. Now, these sides may be made out of titanium, and do you know what titanium does? Well, it will make the iPhone 14 even stronger and tougher than the older iPhones. Oh, and the best part? The back of the phone will have a satin-like finish, while, at the same time, the glass finish will be retained in the iPhone 14. So, what's next? Okay, so another design change we suspect is a triad of rear cameras that will be flush with the back of the phone rather than protruding from the rear as in previous designs. In fact, the iPhone 14 may very well have a complete redesign according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. the next Apple phone will be so different from the iPhone 13, especially since it will be ditching the current display notch. Rather, we will be seeing hole-punch cutout in place of the notch. The display analyst Ross Young has also put in his 2 cents. He noted that, along with a pill-shaped cutout on the iPhone 14 Pro, there will also be a second circular punch hole cutout that will support the selfie camera. iPhone 14 display. Alright, so what about the display of the iPhone 14? What new dazzling features can we expect to leave us absolutely starstruck? Well, since the iPhone 14 range will be experiencing a shakeup, we may expect to see a 6.1-inch display screen for the standard iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro. And it's possible that there will be a 6.7-inch display in the iPhone 14 Plus and iPhone 14 Pro Max. And isn't that a great news, because none of the 5.4-inch display of the Mini? Okay, what else? Reportedly, the iPhone 14 models will utilize an LPTO panel for the display tech. And there's another rumor about the display that will come as good news to many of you. So, according to some, the rumored iPhone 14 Max will be sporting a 120Hz refresh rate display. Apple will get LG in on this as the screen maker for the new phone. Fingers crossed for an EPI refresh rate. iPhone 14 Touch ID. Another badass feature that will be coming with the new iPhone 14 is the return of the Touch ID, which was missing in its predecessors, unfortunately. But this Touch ID will be more reminiscent of the fingerprint sensors that we see in Android phones, rather than being combined with the power button. So we suspect that it will be present under the new iPhone's display. Pretty impressive, right? iPhone 14 cameras. We already know that iPhones take the best pictures. We crave their cameras like nothing else. So, is there any good news related to camera specs when it comes to the iPhone 14? Well, of course. We can expect it to utilize A-series chip design by Apple. From what we can deduce so far, the chips will most likely be the A16 series that will boost the graphics performance notably. Another awesome tidbit is that the iPhone 14 may feature a 4nm chip from TSMC, which will be incredibly efficient and also a lot smaller than the 5nm A15 Bionic slated for the iPhone 13. So you can expect to take the best photos of your life with the new iPhone. iPhone 14 USB-C. Now, this may come as a pleasant surprise to most people, but Apple's taking a different route this time in many ways. Apparently, it will be ditching the Lightning port and replacing it with USB-C connectivity. But at this point, we really can't say for sure if Apple will carry this out or not. This is Apple we're talking about, and they like to stick to the same specifics when it comes to the iPhones. iPhone 14 software. Okay, so brace yourself guys, because this is the most exciting part. The new iPhone 14 will launch with a new version of iOS software, so we can safely assume the new phone will have an iOS 16 since we're currently at iOS 15. The company is working very hard at the software front and will be introducing numerous software updates by the time the iPhone 14's release in fall. Alright folks, that's all for today's video. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you heard about Elon Musk's latest invention, Tesla Pi phone? You can know everything about that by clicking this video right here. What do you think of Apple's new iPhone 14? Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, tell us in the comment section. Make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.